Chef, a smart home cookbook. So initially I started by making a mock-up just to show how Chef would work. So the user starts by inputting their details, any allergies or dietary requirements they have. They would input it all at the start. That way, Chef can start developing and making a menu for them, which they can look through and pick out which recipes they would like to make. And after that, the user would put in any groceries that they don't have in the recipe, and they could order straight from Chef. And this would happen by using a third party app inside Chef, like Uber Eats or anything like that. And then finally, the user would get to cook, and there would be Chef guiding them. So there would be a video on screen, and the user would just follow what's happening on the video. And there's also voice commands. So it's fully touchless. You can use your voice, or you can use touchless gestures, so that you don't get the screen dirty or anything like that. This is the goal table. So I wanted to be able to purchase food. I wanted to be able to speak to the user, analyze what the user wants and needs, and I wanted to be able to instruct the users. I wanted to be helpful, simple, educational, well designed, and smart. But most importantly, I wanted to be helpful, just to make cooking easier for the user. And I wanted to feel futuristic and elegant and like premium because it's able to talk to the user and it's able to use touchless gestures to take commands. This is the goal model, pretty much what was on the goal table. It's educational because it teaches users how to cook, and it's helpful because it's interactive and it's smart. It's well designed. I want it to be well designed and look sleek and elegant. A technology that would be like to be using is Alexa's voice commands. So Alexa uses a wake word, which is Alexa for Alexa. You would say Alexa, and then you would say what you would want Alexa to do. And when you say Alexa, Alexa knows that it's time to take the command. So Chef will have the same thing, but it would be Chef instead of Alexa. So if anything before you say it would be Chef first, and then after that it continues. But to do this, you would need to use natural language processing, which is what Alexa uses, and that requires Java or Python or some other coding programs, which I'm not sure is too doable for this prototype. But if the voice commands don't work, I would also like to use touchless technology. So Eptical Lab has developed a new technology, which I want to implement into this design. The technology uses echoes of signals coming from ultrasonic transmitters as they bounce off the user's hands. This basically means that you wouldn't have to touch anything on the screen, but you could just gesture your hand over the screen, and um, it would be able to receive the commands. Um, to do this, I would like to use leap motion. So, leap motion is actually very accurate. As you can see on that picture, it detects the fingers too. So, you could set like a lot of commands just using leap motion. And it could be a swipe command to go to the next instruction, or it could be swipe up, swipe down. Yep, the user can choose. And I would also like to use max just at the start when the user are still inputting what they want. I want Max to be able to sort out all their dietary requirements so that Chef knows what and what not to put in the menu for the users. So let's say the user is allergic to tomatoes, then Max would be able to sort out all the recipes that includes tomatoes and not include it in the user's menu. This is my flow diagram. So it starts by inputting information, process information, and then that's where Max would do its work by sorting throughout the allergies, preferences, and requests. And it would move on. Once you pick the recipe, the user picks a meal plan. So the blue squares are the user's actions, and then the white squares are the computer's actions. And then it ends with the user cooking the food, and yep. So this is the flow diagram for the voice command. It starts with a wake word, and then once it's heard, chef will wait for a command, and then after that will scan command for invocation name. Then if it understands the command, it will respond accordingly. This is my Gantt chart. So at the start of week 8, I'll probably be doing more research and ideation just to see how I can make this prototype actually work. Then I would proceed to the precedence research. That would be around week 8 to week 9. Then technology research would follow through right after that. Then at the end of week 9, following through week 10, I would start on the CAD models and technology implementation and also prototyping. Just once all the research is done, I will start doing the rest. And then finally, the presentation will be done mostly on week 10. And these are just some of the sources I used. Thank you.